Thank you. Moving on to our student announcements. As always, these are your colleagues. If you haven't been up here, someday you will be, so please show some respect. Sit up, phones and keys away, and let's pay attention. We'll start with junior hockey. We have two representatives from Quebec City in Canada, Olivier, and from Kinnelon, New Jersey, Dan Whritenour. Junior hockey.
Good morning, everybody. 2 weekends ago, we played Stansted College. On Saturday, both teams battled hard. Shout out to Zuloff, because he played, quote, dirt nasty, unquote. We ended up winning 3-1. Goals were scored by Isaac Bossy, Danny Colombe, and Colin Quinn. The second game on Sunday, we started off a little slow. We let our goalie out to dry, but we battled back in the third period from coming down from a 4-1 deficit to tying 4-4. Goals were scored by Danny Colombe, 1 by me, and 2 from Olivier.
This past weekend, we played in the Beantown Classic in Marlborough, Mass. We had 4 games in 3 days. The first game was against the New Jersey Rockets. We started off flat, but we finished strong, tying up 4-4. Goal scored by Danny Colombe, Matt Curran, Justin Nee, and myself. The afternoon of that day, we played the Boston Bandits. We played a really better game than we did in the morning. 2 goals got scored by Danny Colombe, 1 goal by Corey Moses, 2 goals by Joey Palillo, which he's really proud of it, and 1 goal by me. So we ended up winning 6-2. The next day on the Friday, we played the Islanders Hockey Club. We started out flat again. It was 3-3 after 2 periods, but we came out with fire in the third period. We won 8-3, 3 goals by Danny Colombe, 1 goal by Colin Quinn, 1 goal by Isaac Bossy, 1 goal by JS, and 2 goals by me. The next day, on Saturday, we played against Little Caesars. They're really, really good. They're like ranked nationally. They're really good. So we weren't ready. We weren't ready for that test. We came in out really flat. They scored 5 goals in the first 9 minutes. But after that, we played a little bit better. The rest of the game was 2-1 for us, but this 9-minute starts really killed us, so we ended up losing 6-2. The 2 goals got scored by Danny Colombe and 1 goal by Colin Quinn. Next weekend, we played in Toronto to play St. Andrews College, which is the best team in Canada, so we look forward to step back from that loss and start winning again. Thank you.
Moving on to our soccer program, represented by Evan Smith of Waltham, Massachusetts.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I want to start off by giving special thanks to Troy from the lacrosse team, Elijah and Matt from the baseball team for helping us out this past week. Especially Matt and Elijah made the trip from their showcase in Connecticut, help us out in our Berkshire game. Made sure we could field with 11 players. First game of the week was against Kents Hill on Wednesday at our very own BA turf field. We came into the game on a 9-game losing streak, and we're really in need of a win. And we ended up scoring 6 goals in the first half and closing it out at 8-0 with goals from Noah Eisenberg, 2 goals from Noah Eisenberg, 2 goals from Alec Foster, 1 goal from Troy, and 1 goal from Matt, and 2 goals from me. On Saturday, we went down to Berkshire School in Massachusetts, and considering they're one of the top teams in New England, the pressure was really on us to make sure we didn't get blown out. The scores were level for a while on account of some really nice saves from our keeper, Andrew Morelli. But we went to the half at 2-0 for Berkshire, and the game ended at 7-0. Which, I mean, considering we're playing with 10 soccer players and 2 baseball players, it's really can't ask for much. I mean, you could, but.
Representing a lacrosse program from Agawam, Mass., Mr. Elijah Bard.
Morning. The Bridgton Academy lacrosse team traveled to UMass this weekend for a showcase against several talented teams. There were about 50 college coaches who were observing the contest and scouting players for the future. We finished the day with 2 wins and 1 loss and outscored our opponents 29-19. I led the scoring with 5 goals and 4 assists. Troy Nanfilt scored 3 goals. Will Sarney and Spencer Scandera went 100% on 15 faceoffs in the second game. We look forward to a week of rest and practice as we prepare for our final showcase next weekend at Harvard University. Thank you.
Our prep hockey program is represented from Hanover, Mass. By Mr. Tom Martin.
To start off the weekend for the prep team, we played the Maine Gladiators at home this past Friday. Played a strong game and finished with a 5-0 victory. Corey Ellerton and I both had 2 goals, and Parker Evans also scored. On Saturday, we faced the Maine Wild, once again coming out strong, pulling out with a 3-1 victory. Goals were scored by Parker Evans, Anton Golko, and Dylan Sheen. Our next game is Friday night at 7 p.m. against the Academy St. Louis. Everyone have a great week.
Representing baseball from Portland, Maine, Mr. Ryan Ruhlin.
So last weekend we had our playoffs. We played 2 games on Saturday. The first was against UVM. We won 7-3 that game. Skidmore through a complete game. And multiple hit games by Cunningham, Merrill, Haig, and myself. Game 2, we lost a back-and-forth game, 8-7 against UNH. Pitching was by Detondo, Haichu, Murphy, and myself. Offense was led by Cunningham, Merrill, Haig, and Rowe. This past, 2 days ago, at our showcase in Connecticut, there were 25 coaches there to come evaluate our guys. It was run flawlessly by our coaching staff, so we wanted to say thank you to them. So that finished up the fall for us. Overall, we finished the fall season 15-7-1. And we want to thank everybody in the BA community for supporting us all this season. Thank you.